We've come to South Yorkshire now. This loft is on an allotment and it's Barry McNicholas. Thanks very much for inviting around to see the pigeons today, Barry.
No problem, Keith.
How long have you been in the sport, mate?
Around 40 years, I think. First year racing, perhaps 58, 59, I think, somewhere with my father.
Yeah, what's your best positions?
Oh, good God, I've had 35, 36, 38 first, I think. Over the years. We've had hundreds of firsts over the years.
Yeah.
Then I went out at sport, my wife died, and I've just come back into sport for probably 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
We had some fantastic performances with Ermines, but all the pigeons were sold in 1989 because I was just losing it like I went to bits when my wife died. And so I remarried. I thought things would turn out right and
Start up again.
You know, I got myself back some pigeons.
Yeah.
Originally started off with pigeons in the backyard to race, then it weren't suitable. Oh, by the way, this is my friend Willie, he's my loft manager.
Yeah.
My scraper out and my gardener, my right hand man actually. And so this year is the first year actually for these pigeons to be raced in there. They're all broken pigeons. Like.
Yeah, and all the pigeons on the allotments here.
Yeah, I have my racing team here, which you can see behind us, and all my stock pigeons are on.
That's a nice looking blue hen. Barry, what's that one?
There's quite a story behind this blue hen. It's a crow hen gifted to me by my friend John Baker, and she won several prizes as a baby. Also, 2 or 3 firsts, flew quite well, and she won a pole pigeon last year as a baby. She's now a yearling. She's a yearling last year, sorry, yeah, but as a baby she got lost. She won a pole pigeon from Pickerville, which is approximately nearly 300 miles over the channel, and she was a week out, and a chap reported her and liberated her in Channel Isles, and he liberated her just off coast of Wrens in the middle of the ocean. He was a fisherman, and it took this hen 10 hours to actually fly from Wrens single-handed on her own. So I thought, this might make a good pigeon. Anyway, last year as a yearling, she won, to start off with, she won Leicester, Rugby, and several more prizes inland. Then along the road she won Nance or Sartelli, one of them two, and plus she were only bird home on day. She's had about 5 firsts. She's only bird home on day in club from Angeline, which is 543 miles.
Fantastic performance, mate.
And sorry? Fantastic
performance.
And then she's only a baby, she's only a yearling, and I feel sure this animal will go a long, long way. And also a sister, which is 49 and 50.
What system do you race in, Barry?
Full of widowwood. I race both cocks and hens on widowwood. Plus the jealousy system, we widowwood hens, 2 hens to 1 cock. As much motivation as possible for both cocks and hens.
Yeah, what sort of distance do you like racing from?
Well, basically I like to win, in actual fact, from when the word go. Once that bell rings, I'm trying from A to B, right the way through to 500 miles.
Yeah. How many pigeons do you keep?
At the moment in time, I've got 18 widowwood cocks, and I'm racing 28 hens.
Yeah. How about feed? What do you feed them on?
The feed at the moment is a different system, because these are all broken pigeons to this shed, the ones the first time they've ever raced in this shed. The feed at the moment is they're upper fed beans and peas, right, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and then they put on a good widowwood mix Thursday and Friday, and they're upper fed that all the time.
What's in this section then, Barry?
These are what I call my roundabout hens. They're all yearlings, basically, bar for the one in the top right hand box. She won the first 3 races last year on trotting, and I attacked her, so she went raced after that. But they're all basically just general roundabout hens, these. These are paired to the cocks next door, which I don't use them, you know, in actual fact, straight like some people do. On this roundabout system. I use them on a jealousy system as well. Come on, girls, give it a smile. Come on, give it a smile then. Come on, girls, come on. Come on then. Come on, girls. Give it a smile then. Come on then, lasses. Come on. Come on.
It's a nice blue cock, Barry. What's this one?
This is a yearling, this Wilderness pigeon, and last year as a baby he flew excellent for me. him and his two brothers arrived. Well, he had 4 races, that's only, and he's like equal first fed more or less 3 times this pigeon, because him and his brothers, there were 3 of them, all arrived at the loft together. So they're like these 3 pigeons in actual fact, if you want to call it, they're like 9 first feds between them. They haven't actually had 9 first feds, but they all arrived at the loft
equally,
together.
Yeah. And you say he was raced on the darkness system last
And
year?
these pigeons was on the darkness system last year as babies, yeah.
These are a few of your babies in, Barry. What system do you race your babies on?
These are actually on the darkness system now. They've been on darkness system several weeks. As you can see, a lot of these older pigeons have more or less gone through the moult now. There's several babies in here which I keep adding to them. And on 8th of May, which is my father's birthday, these will be split up. There'll be cocks will be in this side, and there'll be all bowls in them boxes, because them boxes fall back to make like little nest boxes for them. And then the cocks will be in this side, the hens will be in this side, and they'll be exercised separate, and they'll be trained on celibacy. They won't see each other until the first race. They'll be raced on this system for perhaps 2 or 3 races, and then they'll be allowed to pair up and just do as they please.
How many babies you breed each season in, Barry?
Roughly around 100, as many as I can accommodate.
Yeah, how far do you race them?
So most of them will go right the way through to 200 miles. But what I will do is, same as I did last year, is pick maybe a dozen cocks out. We have been on darkness system, the molt remolt the flights, and the older flights, and the remolt again, the body molt at back end of season. So I will pick like a dozen young cocks out and put them, till I probably have 3-4 races, no more, and they'll put to one side for next year to go into my widowhood team. But
These are your stock birds then, Barry?
Yeah.
How many stock pairs do you keep?
There's roughly 22 pair, I think there's 2 spare cocks in here.
Yeah.
22 pair of stock birds.
Yeah,
Basically all Jansons. I have a few pair of wilde mice, but all the Jansons, like from Jan Kaisers and Limpy Pro, they're all Dutch Jansons actually.
That's a nice pigeon, Barry. What's this one?
This pigeon is a grandfather to my best red cock, who won me 3 cello races. He's a son off a Miller's Gold. He's a direct Jansen. And he himself is bred 6 first fed winners and 2 combine winners from up to 500 miles up.
You've written a couple of books on pigeons in, Barry?
Yes, my first one was Loft, Stock and Barrel. It's turned out to be a bestseller actually. Hundreds of people telephone me and thank me, and they've won lots and lots and lots of prizes, combines, feds, people who've never actually ever flown and won races before in their life. 2 fanciers from Ireland run me this year, they won £5,000 between them. And also that's all completely all widowhood and natural racing. And I've just recently wrote another book on racing hens, widowhood, celibacy, jealousy, and hopefully that will be as good as the last one.
Well done, Barry. Well, thanks very much for having me around today, mate. It's been a great pleasure.